game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. The Falcons will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Navy's offense will go to work first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Navy will have to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Air Force's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. The toss to the right. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Buys a little time with his feet. Rolling right and going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. On the option. He'll try to take it back. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Falcons, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. And the Falcons have this offense rolling. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation.
Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Air Force! Great job by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Slips through the line. But he's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And the big fella, usually blocks, but has a nice little run and met by the strong safety. He's called the strong safety for a reason. Those guys are, oversized safeties that are...
Brings him to the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time war?
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run cleanly.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Good toss. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I have absolutely no problem with that call. 3rd and long, passing defense on the field. They sneak the option in. QB makes the right decision, and they chew up some yardage. And now they've given themselves an opportunity on 4th down to be able to go for it.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Catch in the middle. It's Ellington. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front seven. They're able to fight off the blocks on that third down screenplay, make the tackle. Now it's setting up fourth down.
He's going to take off, and he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
I love that play call on fourth down because they go RPO, and essentially the football can go three different ways. He could have handed it off, he could have thrown for it, or just keep it himself. He took the latter option. It doesn't matter. That was the right decision on that play to keep this drive alive. Great job.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Lemon. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. It's a reverse. There he goes. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
There's a lot of ways to run the football. You can do it conventionally, handing it off. You can do it with the QB run. How about getting the wide receiver involved, though, on the reverse? Perfectly executed. He's able to get to the outside. That's a really nice gain for the offense.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Brown will throw it. The short hands, it's McNeil. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up up at the 28.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this.
Oh, he's got some space. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Navy offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for room at the 40. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. The midshipman got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground with the back. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Turning it on! All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The give to the left side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Touchdown, midshipman! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Creates a little space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Off play action. Complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Breaks into the open.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Falcons will have it 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knox. Touchdown, Falcons! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties.
Found a seam on the left. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lemon. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or passing it. Well, there he goes. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. And the Falcons have moved it inside the 20. They'll leave it with him, fighting off the defender. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Look at the big fella roll. The 40. They bring him down, but not only did they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
How about the defensive line? You know what? They're so athletic, they might as well be called running backs. They were running backs in another life. Probably should be anyways. Look at how he scoops up the football, makes a play, chews up yardage, almost houses that puppy. What a great athletic play. One of the most athletic players in the field.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lemon. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, here he has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the back. Give to the big fullback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of...
Looking for a huge play. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustment.
Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally.
Oh, he's got some space. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Sprinting away. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Navy! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Handoff to the fullback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Gets the back moving. The hand to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Going deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's small. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Air Force! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ellington.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He'll do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Brown wants to pass. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. Finds a seam. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Navy offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the marker. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First play of the drive, read option right. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give to the back. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Here comes the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. they can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Navy will go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Trying to get the corner. Got room to work. Got the 1st down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll go to the counter. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Give to the fullback. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Scrambling away. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
He caught it, and he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
That's impressive. I'll tell you, the quarterback, of course, he's left-handed, but that time he's rolling to his right. So it's not easy to be accurate throwing when you're running that way, but nice throw to get that completion.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
It's caught, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game. Trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Looking left. That's caught. It's Patterson. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. The Falcons are on the move. Sends it back in motion. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. And the Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Turns it loose deep. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Now on third down for this offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Navy searching for a fourth down conversion. Trying to get it to the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Navy! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Brown wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Offense in a split backfield. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, first down and more. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Takes the easy one to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the third down pass is incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. He takes the knee, and it took a while, but they are finally into the